What's going on, everybody? Aaron Clough with Caldwell Banker Realty here to talk about the Dallas County housing market update. So today is June 6th, 2022. It's a Monday. And so looking at those 7-day statistics, what we're looking at is new listings that have hit the market. This is really encouraging, 621. Got about 130 back on market, 250 or 293 price decrease, and we'll talk about that a little bit. 562 pending deals, so deals that are moving through the pipeline, and then 586 deals closed in the past 7 days. Some other statistics: the days on markets are actually down 22% from last month. Is at right about 18 days on market average, and then costing or sale versus list price is actually about 105% across the county. So that's across single family homes, condos, duplexes, all price points, everything there. So a couple of takeaways on that is, number one, really encouraging that we're seeing a huge or a much larger number of deals hit the market. With those low days on market, obviously those are going to move very quickly, and still a very competitive county here in the DFW area. We are seeing a little bit of an uptick in price decreases. Now that can come from a number of things that we've talked about in other videos, where we've seen people have maybe been a little bit aggressive in those pricings. Have also seen some price drops for on some new construction stuff of builders trying to get some of those projects off their books, and so they've taken a little bit of a price decrease there. So whether it's 1 penny or it's $100,000, it still shows up in that column. But what's encouraging is the 562 pending and 586 closed in the past 7 days. So that tells me that we are still getting deals done. Houses and units are being sold, which is encouraging, even though we've seen an uptick in the in interest rates. We've also seen a thing where we are seeing with Dallas specifically, Dallas County, and really a lot of Texas, but Dallas County, I know some people have been hit pretty hard with the huge increases in property taxes. So that is why we're also seeing some things there with finance deals and just deals in general. While we still are seeing multiple offer scenarios, ran into several of them across East Dallas, Garland, Rowlett, some of the other areas that fall in Dallas County. Those high tax rates are affecting some of that, because buyers are just not putting in as high a number or taking out as big loans, because they obviously have to factor in those increased taxes there. But we did see last month, the total month number was 2,300 units sold in just Dallas County. So market is definitely taking a bit of a turn, or we're seeing a shift. This is by no way, shape, or form me saying that we are going and swinging into a buyer's market, but these numbers are fairly healthy. We're starting to see more inventory, continue those numbers to creep up. It's still moving very quickly. So it now is looking less like a supply issue, where we're just not having units to sell, and it's more of, it is still just a very competitive market. And so things like appraisal waivers, no contingencies or very little contingencies, buyer paid closing costs, over asking price, waivers, all the things that we have been seeing are still consistent. We're just seeing them distill down, where instead of seeing maybe 10, 15, 20 offers on a property, you're seeing a concentration of maybe 5 to 10 that are very strong offers. And so talking with other agents and looking at some of the statistics, there is still a good bit of investor activity at a lot of different price points, everything from your standard flip houses to more buy and hold things. So that price point is really competitive right now. Looking in that $300,000 to $400,000 range, because that's right in the spot where a lot of investment firms are playing right now. So things to keep in mind when you're searching and when you're looking there. But all things are showing that we are in full swing of our heavy selling season, which is normally those summer and early fall months. And so it'll be exciting to see those numbers continue to creep up, to see deals get closed. But make no mistake, it is still a very competitive market. I think it's a great opportunity for those that do hold one property or multiple properties. If this is the time that they want to take and make a move, whether that's for your primary or you want to take your pound of flesh out of the market for those investment properties. Maybe you're tired of being a landlord, or maybe you're just tired of paying taxes and you'd rather just take the lump sum. So interesting. Outside factors, obviously inflation's still a massive issue. Cost of living has skyrocketed as of recently. Rates are going up. So there's a lot of things outside of just home prices that buyers are having to factor in, and obviously sellers are having to factor in when going to present those homes to the market. But I think that we'll continue strong for these next couple months. We will see where we fall, even with rising interest rates. And I believe we're going to see some more, even more and more activity as we see the volatility in the stock market and people look to whether that's for investment companies or just individuals that have money that maybe want to reallocate those things or maybe start to invest in different asset classes and see some better returns. So if people do start moving money out of big chunks of, or big companies start moving money out of traditional securities, stocks, bonds, things like that, and continue to funnel that money into single family homes, I think we'll continue to see, especially in those price points that I talked about, we'll see a heavy demand and still a very tight market there. So that's Dallas County. We'll do Rockwall. We'll do some of the other areas that we serve, but really exciting time of year. Still believe it's a great time to buy for the right buyers, and that's not just people that have a ton of money, but there's some factors that we'll talk about in other videos of why I think maybe buying versus renting, like what that's going to look like, when it's the right time, when it's not the right time, and then just where we go for these next couple months. So I appreciate you tuning in. If you've got comments, disagree, agree, leave them below. Feel free to share, subscribe. Y'all be good and good luck out there.